Dustin, phenomenal guy. I mean, I honestly appreciate him telling his story. The story about addiction, I think, is definitely, I think, one that isn't told enough, maybe within cards. I mean, I think, I mean, here's the thing. I think sometimes addiction and stuff like that, it's a very vulnerable type of content to make for people, and I feel like with if you were to try and tell somebody you were addicted to sports cards, they may not take it seriously, but I think it is very serious. And I think that I put the article link in the chat here. So, I mean, if anybody feels like if anybody feels like maybe if things are getting a little bit overwhelming, check out that article, try and find some resources. I don't necessarily know if 1-800-GAMBLER, if that's you could talk to them about cards. I mean, I can't imagine they would turn you down if you're, it's probably just all like that. So, I mean, I would say that's probably a good resource if you're starting to feel maybe that you're a little bit overwhelmed. Like I said, I think it's, I don't know. I think within sports cards too, we sometimes we don't share personal information and personal kind of journeys as much. I know a lot of the stuff a lot of content is a lot of news for me too. So I'm trying to share more of my personal story, my personal journey. I guess here on YouTube, I mean, in interviews, because you can kind of bounce questions and bounce things off of people. So, I mean, having Dustin on, I mean, obviously sharing kind of some of my experiences when it comes to breaks, like I said, you buy into a break, and then next thing you know, it's the end of the night and there's one break left, and it's there's still some spots and you want to do it and you jump in, and then you lose maybe, I don't know, however much you spent on the break. I mean, I've never spent more than $20 or $30, to be honest, on a break. So it's but there are breaks where you can spend thousands of dollars. And if you're in that scenario where, if you're in a high-end break, if you're doing some sort of, National Treasures or Flawless break, and, it's the last case and it's there's only one spot left, and you maybe, I don't know, maybe you're taking a bit of a risk. I don't know. It's just, I think it's an important topic. And I think I'm glad that Dustin has shared his story, and I'm hoping that maybe it'll help other people. I'm hoping that it'll help other people share their stories, and maybe if they need to get help, because I think it's important from that standpoint. If I'm going to be completely honest, I don't think we maybe talk about it enough. Cause like I said, I feel I don't know, sometimes if you were to try and talk to somebody, be I'm addicted to sports cards, they would just be what are you talking about? Just stop buying them. And it's that's not, I feel it's the same thing with any type of addiction. That's not how it works. I don't know. I mean, I feel at times maybe I could be I'm addicted to food at times where I can't, I don't know. I'm not sure what it is. It's it's maybe the same thing where it's people would just be hey, just stop. I don't know. Stop ordering Uber Eats or whatever. I don't know. It can be tough to talk about. And I think it's good that we're starting the conversation, at least, because I think down the road, it's going to be important for this conversation to be had, and that for people to know that resources are available if they need them. Yeah, like I said, so shout out to Dustin. I appreciate him coming on. Check out all of his stuff. All the links will be in the chat or in the description. I think probably on the show description whenever the show releases on YouTube. And actually, I want to pull up another. Let me pull up another kind of thing on it that I saw this video the other day. So like I've said, Cage is somebody that, how am I going to do this here? Let's share screen, and we're going to go to Instagram here.
Yeah. Some people are in this hobby as...
I'm going to refresh here.
Collector going is a very personal thing to them. Some people are in this hobby as, I'm going to call it almost a gambling replacement, almost like the adrenaline junkie portion of the hobby, right? I mean, no, I'm not jumping out of a plane, I'm not parachuting, but some people love almost the art of the deal, dare I say that, right? I'm going to go to a show, or I'm going to buy something online, and I'm going to use my negotiation tactics, my skills, you name it. I'm going to find a deal at 60% comps, And then I'm going to run that card over to the next show next week and sell it at 80% comps. Still get, out cash, you name it, and make some money and do it over and over again. What gets a
I saw that video, and I mean, I think I'm not sure where the discourse kind of started. Maybe it started. I don't think it's so Dustin made his video in January. I saw that video that Cage put out the other day. I don't know if Horatio from Sports Collector Daily had been planning on that. I'm guessing so, because he had a bunch of different resources in there. Like I said, I put that article in the chat. I'll put it in there. I put it in the chat there. I think, like I said, I think that I don't know. I think it's a topic that should be discussed, and hopefully, more people, if content creators, if there are content creators that are, dealing with something like that, then maybe they'll share their story as well. I hope that would be something that people do.